Hello everyone and welcome back to my US Diary official YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Finn tells Grace she owes Liam the verity about his brain cancer. Liam and Hope assume it's back. Grace drafts, "There's no cancer. There's no excrescence." Hope and Liam laugh with relief. "You really are a phenomenon worker," Liam tells her. Liam continues to sing Grace's praises and Hope goes on. They literally say they're piling it on thick. Finn eventually interrupts and asks Liam to hear Grace out while she tells him exactly what happened with his brain excrescence. In Forrester's design office, Katie and Bill bandy the graveness of him nearly losing his son. Bill says what Grace Buckingham pulled off was miraculous, worth every bone. All 1 million of them. Katie frowns. The circumstances are a bit strange considering Liam was still recovering from a projectile crack. Bill maintains that Grace snared Liam from the jaws of death. She's a saint. Bill tells Katie he eventually has his precedences straight, thanks to nearly losing his child. He regrets how he's treated Liam and feels he acted like a dictator. Katie says it's different now that he has an alternate chance with him. Bill formally again credits Grace Buckingham. He regrets getting Luna out of captivity and owes Grace much further than 1 million bones. At that veritably moment, at Bill's house, Grace tells Liam and Hope that she did commodity. She blurts that she changed the reviews. Liam gawps, "What are you saying?" Grace blurts that the mass was no way there. She made it look like he'd a cancerous excrescence, but he didn't. Liam can't understand this, he'd all the symptoms of brain cancer. Grace reprises that there was no excrescence. Hope says, "But you operated." Grace says she made it look like she did. Liam lets out a nervous laugh. He has the aches on his head. Grace tells him she gave him a tradition to give him symptoms, so that she could cure him. As Liam asks why she'd do that, Hope smothers that she can suppose of why. 1 million reasons. Suddenly, Liam lunges at Buckingham as Finn jumps in between them. Liam enthusiasms, "You put me through hell. And my family. 4 months. Grace heartbreaks, "I'm sorry." Finn recaps what Grace did and Liam rips into her again. She begs to explain. Hope riots, "We don't want to hear you explain." She tells her she's as bad as Herrick's husband. Grace tells them she's not. The bookies wanted the plutocrat from Reese, but they couldn't get it because he's in jail, so they came after her and her daughters. Liam says it's still highway robbery. She passed herself off as a god. Hope walks over to Grace and gives her a good oil cleaner poke. "You're sick," she growls. Liam tells Grace it doesn't count how sorry she's or how spooked she was she burgled him and his family of months of their lives. Grace will turn herself in as she'll be visited by this for the rest of her life. Finn says he'll take her to the police station. Formerly alone, Hope heaves out emotion and weeps for what Liam went through, holding him near. In Lee's office, Sheila wonders what's up with all the meds that fell out of her handbag. She also wants to know the position of Luna's remains. Lee scoffs at Sheila wanting to see her granddaughter. Sheila demurs that she wants to pay her felicitations. Lee has no time for this and walks out. Formerly alone, Sheila finds one of the meds on the bottom and looks thoughtful. At home, Lee is tending to Luna when a knock comes at the door. A voice calls out, "Delivery." Lee opens the door, and Sheila jams her bottom in when she tries to slam it on her. Sheila gasps about her toes and also intones, "I know what you're doing, Lee. I know what you're up to." Sheila insists she knows Lee's secret. She pulls out the medicine she left before and tells her she's obviously grieving further than she allowed. If she's turned to this. Lee hisses, "I'm not doing medicines, Sheila," and tries to get relief of her. Sheila pretends she's going to leave and also pushes her way into the house. "What's going on, Lee?" Lee grits, "Get out, Sheila," but as we all know, that won't work. Sheila rips back the curtain and sees Luna in the bed. She cries, "Luna! She's alive! My granddaughter is alive!" With Nick continuing to hear in, Ridge and Taylor smooch and celebrate their rearmost engagement. Taylor insists she's a ultra-modern woman going after what she wants. They head back to Eric's place to continue the festivity, with Taylor wondering if she should have asked Ridge's pater for his hand. After all, Eric has always, and not so intimately, been #Team Brooke. But eventually, she knows that this is their time. She can't stay to tell Steffi and Thomas. "Perhaps one day you can tell the grandchildren how you took me to a less-than-average Italian eatery and ambuscaded me with an offer," he suggests. Taylor knows Phoebe would be thrilled for them too. Taylor looks at the ring now forcefully planted on her cutlet and says that after everything they've been through, it's eventually their time to be happy. Brooke promises Hope that she'll try and talk Ridge into rejuvenating hope for the future. Her son suggests playfully that this is just her mama's way of chancing a new reason to talk to Ridge and revitalize her relationship with Ridge. Hope suggests her mama belongs better, egging her to confess that someone differently lately told her that Nick. Hope prodigies of sparks flew again between Nick and her mama. "Perhaps Nick is exactly what you need right now," Hope suggests, with her mama admitting that Nick made her feel special and got her to laugh. "But my heart is still with Ridge, and he's my fortune," she says, averring he'll come back to her. At that moment, Nick enters, bringing a big smile to Hope's face as she suggests he might be the cure for what ails her mama. Hope defenses herself, leaving Nick and Brooke to talk. He has commodity he needs to tell her. She assumes it has commodity to do with business, wondering if maybe he's thinking of copying a fashion house. While that's not the case, he does say that what he knows will prove fascinating to the assiduity. Ultimately, he tells his partner that he saw her partner with his partner, meaning Ridge and Taylor. "Big hoot," says Brooke, only to have Nick hit her with the fact that he heard Taylor propose to Ridge. Still not relatively connecting the blotches, Brooke easily assumes her fortune rejected the offer, only to be stunned when Nick reveals that Ridge is now an engaged man. Elektra struggles as she, Steffi, Finn and Baker watch while ply Luna with kisses and respects. "Yes," Baker says, "the situation is dangerous, but there are bobbies standing by in case effects go south." And Elektra knows that what Will's doing is important. He's trying to save all of us. As Luna tries turning up the heat, Will suggests they slow effects down, saying he's not just there for coitus. "I really believe we could be commodity more," he says, adding that he's there for her and ready to hear. He's not there to judge her. She begins telling the same old sob story about her mama chasing men in parties, dragging her around the country. She wanted a father to love and cover her and, upon chancing out about Finn, a huge hole in her heart was filled. "Chancing him was a phenomenon, and it was my biggest dream come true," she elaborates. But that dream keeps getting crushed over and over by that whine Steffi. Steffi recoils as she and the others watch the videotape feed. "Don't I earn everything that Steffi's been passing her whole life?" whines Luna. "I've zero intention of leaving still. What, I'm going to just vanish so they can act like I know I was? No, Will, I've a plan. A plan to make sure Steffi's no way a problem for me ever again." Ridge Forrester chases after Brooke Logan. Katie Logan puts mistrustfulness in Taylor Hayes' mind about her engagement. Nick Marone is still at the harbor. The shipman recalls giving her a compass to help her find her way through life. Eric Forrester keeps pushing Ridge to reunite with Brooke. The primogenitor warns that Brooke might not be there one day. Ridge scoffs, saying they've a sprat together. Brooke will always be there. "Wow, entitled much, Ridge?" Over in Brooke's room, she flashes back to her fight with Ridge. The Golden puts in earbuds and hums while gorging. Ridge knocks on the door, but she can't hear him. Once Brooke is dressed, Eric appears. He urges her not to give up on Ridge yet. Brooke appreciates his words, but she's meeting Nick laterally and struts out the door. Brooke textbooks Nick from her route and lets Nick know where she is. Brooke is bombarded by recollections of Ridge and wipes down a gash. Ridge shows up and touches her arm. Brooke turns around, stunned to see Ridge. At Eric's house, Taylor is there. Katie appears looking for Donna Logan. Katie asks how Taylor is holding up with ground in Italy. They start fighting. Taylor reminds Katie that Ridge is no longer on the request. Katie reasons this is each about choosing sides. They also start arguing about Eric's meddling. When ground returns, Taylor thinks Ridge will still be engaged to her. Do grown-ups really go around snooping and getting all wrinkled up over someone differently's love life? This is all so crazy to me. Bridget Forrester talks to Finn Finnegan. Finn doesn't have any further news yet, but he's going to talk to Grace Buckingham today. Finn spots Grace walking by his office and calls her in. Grace doesn't have time right now. Finn mentions there's nothing on the internet about her amazing coworker. Grace tells them both that they will just have to stay for specifics and has to go.